Right, we're looking at half guard today, and this position can be good and bad for both of us. It can be good for really good for Benny or good for me. And I feel like what determines like who is winning this position is who is managing the distance and who is controlling the grip fight. Okay, so in this scenario here, I feel like I'm actually in an all right position. I have distance management, and the way I'm doing that is using a knee shield, and this knee shield could be high or low. My personal preference is a high knee shield. So I have a high knee shield, my knee sitting at his shoulder. My hands are going to be protecting from this far side, so I'm framing his shoulder and usually his bicep here. These grips could play kind of lower, like this hand could be playing down by his wrist or playing at the bicep here, at the crook of the elbow. This is fine. And I'm controlling, or keeping my knee out, I should say. So I've got my knee free from in between his legs. So what the things that Benny would be looking for from this scenario to make it good for him, generally it's going to involve beating my frames, beating my knee line, and beating my knee shield. Okay, so if he can like basically win these battles, generally that's going to lead him towards like a chest-to-chest position, and this ends up pretty good for him. So my plan is to try and maintain these three structures and recognize like if I'm losing one of these fights, to try and like save it early. Okay, generally speaking, from the bottom, if you just want to think of it in very simple terms, two ways I kind of think about it is one, just keep everything on the inside. Usually if my limbs are all on the inside his limbs, usually I'm doing a pretty good job. And number two is I try to highly respect this arm, okay? This arm is gonna be the one that like grabs your collar, grabs your head, pushes on your knee, like does all these kinds of things. If you can just generally deal with this arm, don't let him make good grips with this arm, usually your life on the bottom is not too bad, okay? It's a good starting point. But otherwise, we're gonna be looking at basically building back up to this shell quite frequently and recovering from positions where Benny has chest to chest. We'll look at like, obviously right now I'm protecting my head, but we'll look at positions where he's got two knees on the mat, where he's got a cross face. We'll look at scenarios where he has also like stepped up on the leg and how we escape all of these different spots.